Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Takes it at the 7. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now Taylor, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa. On second down, it's Taylor. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Mayfield on play action. It's caught. Smith. He gets away from one. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Just a yard to go here on second down. Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Jonathan Taylor.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to get this to the 4. Yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
On the handoff, Taylor.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On 2nd and 1, Mayfield flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And got his man complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now the try here for the extra point. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are in defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the draw is Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Detroit Pride that time gets the tackle. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, draw play is supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Buccaneers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 13. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? One for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around. Not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little bit.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Joe Tryon in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. First down, Mayfield. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Mayfield off the play fake. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Jonathan Taylor on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on. The extra point up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Curry. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And that is a situation where in the defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And the final number here in terms of the top speed that he hit, absolutely absurd. Next Gen Stats has him at better than 23 miles an hour on that one. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And Mayfield will have a first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Mayfield on first down. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it a second down. Now Mayfield. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On third down, Mayfield. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Lavonte David. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. On first down, it's Taylor. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jonathan Taylor, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point safely through, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They're going to try and throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now It's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He'll check this one down to Taylor. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. On the counter, it's Taylor. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. 30. 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and the rumbling, you can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. He finds Taylor, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown! Scotty Miller, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. He finds his man, complete. That's Curry. The Panthers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carlton Davis speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And now here's another interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And just shutting him off there. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 129 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete as well.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on third down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Curry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there for Carolina. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Buying time to his left. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Mayfield looks to throw. And this one is incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 2nd and 1. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Curry. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Curry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27. And the Buccaneers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.